Dad and I are starting a race to win the Premier League. However, I'm starting this race as the manager of Sutton United in the Vanarama National League. And Dad is joining me in the 5th tier in England as he takes charge of Hartlepool United. So strap in and smash that subscribe button because you do not want to miss the journey Dad and I will be going on to see which one of us can lift the Premier League trophy first. Well, Dad, it's another race to the Prem time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I feel a bit underdressed, so to say.
Come on, Sutton! Now, Sutton United, of course, they made a big deal about Football Manager creators and just people in general trying to do a save with Sutton United and taking them to win the Premier League. Now, I already knew a lot of you guys were going to be entering that, and I thought, well, we've got something coming up. So I thought it'd be fun to do a race to the Prem with Sutton United against Dad. Now, you selected Hartlepool as the team.
Yeah.
On the database that we are running, which is the most up-to-date database, of course, Hartlepool and Sutton came down in the same year.
Yeah, that's what we chose
down
for,
to the
really.
Vanarama National League, which is the reason why we chose them. So, yeah, thank you very much to Sutton United for sending out all of your amazing club. I very much enjoy a bucket hat. We got a nice little pin over here. We got a cracking scarf, amongst other things. I've got the little band on as well. And there's also a nice little placard sign of the stadium too, which you can see right here. So we are playing the race to the Prem, but instead of the points tally that we did the last time we did the race to the Prem, instead we're just going to keep a tab on victories against each other, and trophies or significant trophies that we win. So no community shields or anything like that. We don't count them. It is just a straight up race to the Prem, but we keep in mind victories and major trophies. So to kick things off, Dad, we're both in the Vanarama National League. I thought it would be quite interesting to see the season preview. You are actually predicted to go up 4th favourites there.
Yeah.
I'm down in 15th.
I'm surprised with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
as we
bit
know,
of a challenge for you.
Yeah, absolutely. With the Vanarama National League, it is only 2 teams going up.
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
The top team
automatic.
guaranteed, yes.
Yeah.
That's what makes it really hard.
Yeah, 1 automatic, and then the 4 following clubs go into like a playoff system, which will then, of course, actually it might even be 5 because I think there's like one of them gets a bye, or 6 even. There you go. So you then go into a playoff scenario where obviously the winner of the playoffs goes to Wembley, wins, they also get promoted too.
Yeah.
So let's kick things off then with this Sutton side. Now, transfer budget-wise, neither of us had anything really, but we did have enough to sign 1 or 2 free transfers at the start of the season, as well as a loan signing too. So I picked up Tyree Sinclair, who a few clubs were actually after, but I managed to get his signature there. And then I've also got hold of Noel Atom from Brighton, a loanee at centre-back, because I don't have a lot of players at all in the Sutton United side.
Good young lad.
Yeah, so as we're looking right now, of course, we're going to have some standout players. My best goalkeeper out on loan, so that's no good. We're using somebody else. Jack Sims has played the first 4 fixtures, unfortunately, and I'm really sorry, Sutton players. If you're watching this and I'm going to slag you off, just know it's nothing against you personally. I've just realised that normally we don't really care about this, but Sutton United sent out the club. Hey
lads, you got to go and watch this, idiot.
Yeah, you should have heard what Omega Leak said about you. I do apologise, and if we ever do meet, because Sutton United have always said, come on up to watch a game if you're ever in the area. Please don't take it personally. All right, I do apologise, but some of you are absolutely terrible on this game.
I think you're all great. I think the best team I've seen for a long time.
Even though I said to Dad, do you want to be Sutton? But if you be Sutton, you've got to wear the... And he said no. So remember that.
Hat still suit
all right,
me, mate,
I'm the idiot in the hat. Anyway, the rest of the team, there are some cracking players, there are some good players, there's some terrible ones. Don't take offence if you're one of the terrible ones. I didn't give you the attributes. The tactic that I am going to run, though, very Vanarama National 4-4-2. We're going for a non-league 4-4-2. Come on, let's get it in the box.
Yeah.
Pump the balls in with some crosses, and we'll see what we can do. Because we've got a small side too, it lends itself to a 4-4-2. Now, Dad, with Hartlepool, again, not much of a budget. You signed one player there, Reese Hannum, who is a left back.
I was a bit short on the left back side, so yeah, I've got this guy in. My problem is the opposite to your problem. Probably my best player is my goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And he's not mine.
Yeah, Brad Young.
I've got him on loan. So
from Leicester.
I've got to get a goalkeeper soon. So
he actually started at Hartlepool.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. Like, he's come back on loan and helped out his former club. That's kind of nice, to be fair. So, yeah, Brad Young, of course, only on loan for one season.
I've got a great side. All the players I've got, I can see this team going right up first season and right through the league quite easily, really. Yes.
Okay.
Just in case I come across any Hartlepool players.
Yeah. Gary Medine is the star player. Been around the block, hasn't he?
Been around the block quite a bit. He's 33, but good person to have in your dressing room at this time of his career, really.
Premier League player. He played 5 times for Cardiff City.
It's a good experience for the players around him, I feel.
Yeah.
Good at target forward.
Yeah.
So, I'm expecting him to score a lot of goals for me.
Got a couple of Robinsons in the team as well.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. So
Jack Robinson is one of the players there. We've got a ball-winning midfielder, Darren.
Jack Robinson is the same name as my granddad, so that was nice. So, got the Robinson sort of family going through the team as well.
All right, well, okay, let's see. Start the season then. You've had an okay start, but did lose to York City. And also a draw at the start of the season to Ebbsfleet there.
I think in this league, you're gonna lose a few in the region of about 7 or 8 games, and still win the league comfortably. So I'm not too disappointed at the moment. Feel me feet at the moment and crack on.
Okay, well, in my fixtures, I've only dropped 2 points, unfortunately, to Maidenhead away from home, but I've defeated Oldham 6-0.
Yeah, a hell of a result.
Massive result there. Halifax Town and Wealdstone, of course, the Wealdstone radio has probably given me stick, saying, I've got no fans. I tell you what, Sutton United, we've got way more fans now, haven't we, boys? Come on, let's go.
You've got no fans? If you want some, I'll give it you.
Anyway.
Only conceded 1 goal.
Yeah, first season then. There's always the trickiest getting out of the Vanarama National League. That's the hardest division to get out of. Only just above, I reckon, the Championship.
Yeah.
I think the other 2 leagues are a little bit easier to get out of, but yeah, this is the most difficult one. And with there only being 2 spots, we could be really fighting over getting through, especially if we're not the top team, the top dog in there.
Yeah.
So every result against each other really, really counts. Let's see what happens then at the end of this first season. With Dad's striker Gary Medine already showing what he was capable of, that makes Hartlepool a big threat this season. He even bagged a goal against my Sutton side when we clashed in November. However, my side were also formidable and absolutely clinical on the day, as we picked up the 4-2 win and the first victory versus each other. By Christmas, we were both in the title race, sat in 2nd and 3rd place with a point between us, trailing York City. The second half of the season was highlighted by the FA Cup, as I managed to get to the 4th round, only to lose to Manchester United 2-1. And Dad managed to go a round further into the 5th round, falling eventually to Fulham. With the second match against each other in the league ending in a 2-2 draw, it became apparent that it might not be the last, as we finished this season in 2nd and 3rd place, which meant we both entered the playoffs for that one last promotion spot. Dad won his semi-final against Forest Green 1-0, however I had to rely on extra time to beat AFC Fylde and eventually won 4-1 to meet Dad in the final. And inevitably, the first season we are meeting at Wembley Stadium for promotion, and it's not a good start for Hartlepool, as my Sutton United bagged 2 goals in just the opening 13 minutes. Dad's side fought back though and got themselves back into the game before half time though, with a goal on the 26th minute mark. Unfortunately though, Hartlepool went down to 10 men because of 2 yellow cards, and this cost them dearly, as my Sutton team overran them just a minute later to score a 3rd, and 10 minutes after that kept the pressure on to eventually score a 4th.
Yes! Come on! Oh, I can't believe that.
Go on, Sutton United!
I can take it being knocked out, at Wembley as well, but not by you as well.
Oh yeah, wearing this silly hat.
Oh dear.
Get in. I mean, it was a very early 2-0 lead.
Yes.
13 minutes. Pulled it back, getting into the game. Red card killed you.
100%.
Because I scored a minute later.
Yeah.
Scored a minute later.
And he's probably got sent off from something silly.
Yeah.
And you scored straight from it. So, yeah, disappointed with that, really. Really disappointed. I had a good sort of ending to the season. Put me back in the second spot. I just couldn't catch the leaders. I don't know who the leaders were now. I can't remember off the top of my head. Who won the league now?
York City.
York City,
they
that was
absolutely flew, didn't they? 110 points. We were nowhere near them.
No.
throughout the whole season, York City were flying.
Yeah, so it was just a case of I think I pulled it back at the end of the season, sort of went ahead of you, but then it was just no point really.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, we were trading places at the top for a while, but then York City, when they came in, and they started off really bad. Started off really bad, but they were flying.
But like I said, you can afford to lose. They lost 6 games.
Yeah.
And still won the league. So yeah, well done, York.
Yeah. I'll be joining them.
I got another
It's
season.
got that league too.
I got another season there.
Gary Medina, 39 goals though.
Yeah, I was quite happy with that. That's good. Yeah, something to
Unbelievable.
work on. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't keep him for very long. He's 33, but I'm pretty sure he's sticking around
in this league, I reckon you're staying for a couple more seasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
As much as I don't want to be in this league for any more seasons.
No, that's it. You lost 9 in total. I did beat you away. At my ground.
Yeah.
In one fixture, we drew the other.
Yeah.
So that's actually 2 wins. I'm already adding to the tally there. 2 wins to 0 against Dav with this.
I mean, the only thing is
team.
really it didn't cost me. You know, it's nothing worse if I had lost against you and drew against you, and it's cost me going promotion.
Yeah.
It's the actual physical game that you beat me in. So yeah,
in the playoff final.
it can't be up. And Yeovil there as well, so that's quite good to see them up around there as well. So
Local team for us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we both did quite well in the FA Cup too.
Yes.
And actually both cups, because the Azusa FA Trophy, which is of course very much a non-league one, I got to the semi-final. But the FA Cup, I got to the 4th round.
It's good.
And played Manchester United.
Yeah.
I mean, at home as well. I mean,
Brilliant.
the
And you
ground was
only
packed.
lost 3-2.
Yeah. It's
Hell of a
mental,
result.
really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable fixture for us. Bruno Fernandes missed a penalty, but we scored 2 late goals. We were 3-0 down at half time. We pulled 2 back.
Imagine what the crowd have been like then.
I know.
Oh, I'd have been jumping,
They
wouldn't it?
played pretty much a really good team as
Yeah.
well. So, yeah, unfortunate there. We couldn't just sneak another one in. But at that point, Dad, you were knocking out Stockport County.
Yeah.
So, if we're looking at Dad's
Away
fixtures,
from home as well.
5th round by Fulham.
Well, when I got to the 5th round, I thought, hey, this could be really good. Could pull up one of the top teams
Yeah.
like you did. So, yeah. And I did. But
You're the lowest ranked side by
Yeah.
2 divisions, because the only other team that was in there was Bolton Wanderers, who got knocked out by Palace at that point from Sky Bet League 1. There was no Sky Bet League 2 team in there, no Vanarama National League team.
I mean, the good thing is I went to Fulham as well. So, you know, bit more money, really. I'd like to have that at home. You'd like to for the fans, but it's
You
more
had
money
2
when you go
away
away.
fixtures there, isn't it? And then, because I knocked out Exeter.
Yes.
Scum. You were knocking out Cambridge in a replay in the 3rd round. But yeah, we both had great. I mean, I actually lost to the FA Cup winners. So they went on to win the whole thing.
That's good to say then, really, isn't
Actually,
it?
no, that was last season. It's an North London. I forgot we've come back quite early because our season's finished. It's Tottenham versus Arsenal in the final there. All right, anyway, Dad. Obviously, Gary Medina scored the most goals for you, but you've got a couple more goals in and around there. But you also have players who might be leaving the club. A lot of players now.
That's the problem. I've got a couple of players who are leaving, might not want to sign contracts, but I've also losing two lads there as well. And one of them is the goalkeeper, which I'm going to try and sign him again.
Yeah.
But it doesn't usually happen. They don't let you come sort of take him back again, do they?
No. You've also not been giving your budget just yet.
No.
I think I've been giving my budget because I've got promoted.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they've gone, boom, here's 400k in the transfer budget. I knew I liked these. This chairman. Always been a huge fan. 400k in there, plus a nice little wage budget. To start bringing in some new signings as we go.
You keep doing what you're doing, though. You'll be putting money in his pocket, and he'll like you very much then.
Exactly, I'm sure he will. Up to Sky Bet League 2. So, obviously, Tyrese Sinclair was a sign at the start of the season. He got 23 goals for me, so that was good. Aloni also got 21 goals, though, so I might have to look into bringing in 2 new strikers for next season. Should I keep with this tactic? We don't really know. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, in terms of players that I'm losing, there is a number of players who are going to be leaving.
And you've got a small squad as
well.
well.
And I've already got a small side.
Yeah.
So 3 players. I've got a goalkeeper coming back, but 3 players who will be going back on loan, and obviously players. And they're not exactly like my first team. I mean, I know a lot of them's playing a lot of games, but you know, if he's only 2.5 star in this division at right back, I might be needing to look into bringing a replacement right back in. Anyway, I'm really sorry, Ryan Jackson. So we'll have to see as we go into season.
Just look at it this way, Ryan. You're 33 with me. You're gone.
Yeah. I might give you another chance. With Dad, he would not. But all right then, let's see what happens this summer. So yes, I take the early advantage in this race against Dad as my Sutton side gained promotion to Sky Bet League 2. And not only that, but in terms of victories against each other, I am 2-0 against my father already. But this summer is massively important for recruitment. Going into Sky Bet League 2, I need to make sure I get some good new signings, including a fantastic goalkeeper which we picked up. Meanwhile, my dad was getting really frustrated as he was limited to only using the loan market because of his finances. With Gary Medine still in his side though, that meant that Hartlepool stand a chance and are one of the favourites for promotion this season still. Well, my main focus is to make sure I survive this season and stay in the division for next season where we can build upon it. Well, there we go, Dad. You're having to rely on the loan market.
That budget they showed you just virtually stayed at the same.
Yeah, it didn't really move much.
Nothing.
Did it? So unfortunately for you, I mean, considering how good your FA Cup run was and how much you've got in the balance,
Yeah.
I'm rather surprised with how little they decided to even give you just in like wages.
Yeah.
Just for you to get free transfers and bring in like new players.
Struggle for that as well, don't I?
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Which, as men, obviously you've had to go into the loan market because Reece Hannum was the player from last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You brought in anyway, so that wasn't actually a signing. It's just literally been 3 loan deals. So we got Norwich City giving you a centre defensive midfielder. Jack Wells Morrison coming in from Crystal Palace again. Another good centre midfielder.
Yeah.
And then Dante Casanova. What a name that is, by the way. Whoa. Their mum and dad was really pinning on their hopes and being a looker, weren't they?
Yeah.
Come on, we're calling him a great name here. Please be a good-looking lad. Well, he's a cracking footballer too because he's coming in on loan from Tottenham Hotspur. Unfortunately, he's ruined his career in that way, but he's come along to Hartlepool. You can play right back, you can play centre defensive midfielder.
I had to strengthen up my midfield because I lost Darren Robinson.
You didn't have that many good players.
No, I didn't.
It's probably your weakest position.
But yeah, I lost Darren Robinson, and he was good there. So yeah, and I needed a right back.
Yeah,
desperately. So yeah, that sort of filled all the positions I needed really. The front four, I'm quite happy to leave them as they are.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tinker with the formation. Why should I? I got second place last season.
Who are you and what have you done with my father? Because also you didn't sign a keeper.
I did try though, didn't I?
You did try.
I did try.
Yeah.
I mean, I Smith he's all right, but he's not Adam Smith. He's all right, but he's not brilliant. Yeah. So yeah, it was my first sort of look, and I did have 2 goalkeepers lined up, but unfortunately I had to pay a bit of money for them, and I couldn't afford to do it.
You didn't have any.
So good old Adam, he's a good keeper really, and
Adam, if you watch him,
he'll do the business for me.
He said nothing but great things about you. Anyway, we can have a look at your schedule because I'm not in the league.
No.
So I'm in the division above, but you started off very well.
You'll see, Adam's doing well. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can see the 2 goals.
2 goals, yeah, but the rest of the game's been fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good start for me. I'm really pleased with that sort of. All right, there's only 2 nils and 2 1s and things like that. So, but hey, 3 points is 3 points. I don't care how to get them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's look at the season preview then. They have put you top.
Well, they should do really. I come second last season, so I got a good sort of squad for that league.
Yeah.
And I improved it a little bit. All right, not keeper wise, but the rest of the squad I felt I did. And my front 4 are really good. So.
Yeah?
They'll score the goals for me again.
All right, well, Sutton United going into Sky Bet League 2, which is a position they have been in before, but I don't think they've managed to get to Sky Bet League 1, at least in the very most recent history. So, a lot of free transfers coming in, but what I also did was sign a player for £2,600, Stuart Moore from Morecambe, who is a goalkeeper that I decided to bring in. However, later, as you've seen, brought in a way better goalkeeper. Tom Pett joined as well as a midfielder. It was a weird transition though, because of course when you go up per division, all of the star ratings that you see in your scouting sort of change as soon as and all the players that you think, oh, my scout rates him as a 5-star player, then all of a sudden he's like a 2.5, and you're like, what happened there, lads? So anyway, but I managed to pick up a few good players that I think is going to be fantastic in this division, including my new goalkeeper.
Yeah, that was a very good signing.
Yeah, really good. I was released from Arsenal, so fantastic pick up that one. Luke Robinson, that's legit my name. So there's a reason why. Actually, he's a good player too. I needed a left back. I didn't actually have a left back last season. So Luke Robinson joins, who has the same name as me, so that's brilliant. bringing him into the club. You may recognise him because he's played quite a lot for Wigan. Jordan Moore-Taylor was another one that I was really happy to bring in at centre-back. 30 years of age, so to help, he was actually in the division that we played in last season, but he's a left-footed centre-back, so bringing him in, yeah, I'm really happy with. Now, tactically, we're keeping it exactly as it was last season. I think this is my best 11 pick that you can pretty much see there. So French goes to the right-hand side with Robinson coming into the left. We're keeping it so it's very much like the 3 at the back kind of way, with a fullback that does kind of help support that 4 in midfield there, with the 2 strikers. And so far, considering we're in a new division, it hasn't been too bad. Exeter got their revenge on me, unfortunately, after knocking them out of the cup last year. They beat me 2-0. But Newport County a draw as well, out of the EFL Cup in the first round against Cambridge.
That's probably done you a big favour.
Don't mind that, yeah. But some wins. I mean, starting off the season, we were 5-0 against Grimsby's. Great.
A good win, yeah. That is such a good win, yeah.
Fleetwood Town 2-1, ain't bad at all. With Charlie Kelman, my new striker, scoring. I didn't actually highlight him, but yeah, he came in as well. The American from Leyton Orient, and a nice little 2-1 against MK Don. So we're off to the races. It's been a fantastic start. If I can keep up that momentum, survival, of course, is what's in for season number 1. And if you join me in season number 2, then hopefully I can batter you in season number 3. On my way for promotion. Let's hope and see what happens. Daz Hartlepool was playing like a side with a massive chip on their shoulder this season. Absolutely battering teams and finding themselves top of the league by 13 points, and Gary Medine top of the goal scoring charts with more goals than games. In Sky Bet League 2 though, my Sutton United team were doing such a good job at avoiding defeats. We were drawing loads of games and picking up lots of points, which has not only helped us survive at this point, but put us in a promotion race as it looks really close at the top of the league. It's no surprise though that Dad's Hartlepool team continue to dominate, especially with Gary Medine scoring goals for fun. And his 43 in the National League is what really helped Dad's promotion to Sky Bet League 2 as champions, finishing on 110 points and 22 above second place Boreham Wood. But I don't think anybody was expecting Sutton United to be the surprise package this season, mainly thanks to our defensive abilities, helping us gain back-to-back an automatic promotion from Sky Bet League 2, finishing in second place, and with my goalkeeper getting the most man of the matches across the whole league. It's back-to-back, baby! Let's go! Yes!
I don't believe that.
I mean, I have no idea because my top score of the whole season, 14. Done unbelievably well there.
Your goal difference was 18, wasn't it?
Yeah, fair play. Because I didn't lose any players throughout the season. Didn't lose anybody. It wasn't like somebody got stolen from me at the end. We just played so well. A solid performance, going up second because, of course, in this division, the top 3 go up automatic and there's a playoff scenario. Incredible. This is actually the easiest league if you think about it, because only 2 go down but 4 go up.
Yeah.
So it is the easiest league.
I mean, Grimsby getting promoted with you. That's the team that you stuffed at the beginning of the season?
5-0, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. That's my goalkeeper as the player of the match.
Shit.
8 times.
Shit.
He had 17 clean sheets. So
good. Yeah.
crucial. I learnt that off somebody once. They always said, get a good goalkeeper in. Don't know who said it, but it was a great piece of advice.
It's probably about the only time you have listened to me, innit?
And that was being sarcastic. The rest of the season, I mean, 3rd round of the FA Cup's just great to get there anyway, but QPR knocked me out, unfortunately. The Bristol Street Motors Trophy, I'm not too worried about whatsoever. It was just survival, and we've gone one better.
Yeah.
Now my only problem is, oh dear, have we gone up too soon? Because that's always something that can happen. But Dad, your Hartlepool team went up as champions.
Yes.
Absolutely stormed the league. Had a good FA Cup as well.
Yeah,
3rd round by Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Ain't too bad.
Happy with that. It's another good, sort of good cup run, really, and sort of good big team in, really.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, getting yourself promoted as champions.
Yes.
With Hartlepool, 100 points.
Easily as well. Only
Really
losing
good.
4 games.
Yeah. Gary Medine scoring 43 goals again.
Season, yeah.
But he's got an extra year on his contract. He signed another deal. Is he just too old
I don't know,
to do
yeah.
it in Sky Bet League 2?
That's the thing, innit? I'll still be using him, so hopefully he'll do another season for me.
All right.
And then I'll let him go gracefully then.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, transfer budget, you got roughly the same as what I had as well. So obviously you can chuck a lot of that into the wage.
Yeah.
And try and start bringing in some better players. But yeah, that's kind of the idea, really, isn't it? He scored more goals than games, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, to be fair. So yeah,
Cracking season. 51 goals in total.
Unbelievable.
What a season that is.
But I'll be going up. We'll be avoiding each other again.
Yes.
I haven't got that much money, but you know.
The only thing I'm going to say is I went up as champion, so.
Yeah, but I've gone up again.
Yeah.
So we'll see what you do next year. Anyway, you've got loads of loan deals that you need to replace.
Yes, I know. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. And I still,
anyone.
sorry about the keeper, but I still think I've got to replace my keeper.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I agree. Well, let's see what happens then, because the race to the Prem is off and running. We hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. Yes, great start for both Dad and I as Hartlepool and Sutton gain promotion to Sky Bet League 2. However, with my second promotion to League 1, can Dad keep up with me as we race to win the Premier League?